Hey everyone, my name is Ashton. I made a video about my transgender experience and talking about how I really view the overly political correct culture that's coming out recently. I really see it as the world becoming more compassionate, more empathetic, more aware to see that words have such a profound impact on how we communicate with each other as human beings. I didn't mention free speech in that video. A lot of people brought up the topic of free speech. A lot of other trans people especially did, and were saying that the overly political correct culture is really about crushing free speech. Free speech will always be there. It's a fundamental thing, especially in the United States, that we have the freedom to say whatever we want. However, that doesn't mean that you can say whatever you want without impact. That means another person may react. That means another person may be hurt by what you say. I'm all for free speech. I'm all for people saying and expressing however they feel. But the purpose of my original video was to really draw attention to the fact that, yes, say whatever you want. However, be aware, be conscious of the fact that your words may hurt another person. And it would be in your best interest to maybe reflect or listen if another person voices how they feel about how you said a particular thing that hurt them. We aren't even really willing to listen to another person if we say something offensive. I know that I've personally said things that have been offensive because I've been unaware of how my words have had impact. I'm white. I've said things that have been racist, unintentionally, of course. However, it doesn't change the impact. It really doesn't. And it doesn't matter that my intent was not to hurt the other person. I do have to stop, reflect on how that other person is voicing that they were hurt by what I said, apologize, hold that, listen, and do better next time. When you know better, you do better. The overly political correct culture that I'm saying is the world really showing that it's becoming more conscious and empathetic. It's not about crushing free speech. I think that trans people, we can equip ourselves with coping skills about when people say things, because we're never going to be able to prevent what comes out of another person's mouth. We know that. We can equip ourselves with coping skills of, yes, we can walk away. We can say something. We can voice our, if we have the energy, we can voice that we were hurt. Maybe they won't listen, maybe they will. We can take a breath. We can seek compassion in that moment for ourselves and the other person. When someone says something so horrible to me, I really step back and I say, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry that you're so unconscious. I'm sorry that you are so in a place deeply rooted in hate and ignorance. And I try not to take it personally. It doesn't really, I mean, I can't really control how I feel. I may be hurt in that moment. I can choose how I react. That's very true. I can't control I can't control what another person may say. That may be true. So the thesis of that previous video really wasn't about free speech. It was simply just, I see the evolving political correct culture that annoys a lot of people. I'm reframing that and showing that people are really seeing the profound impact of their words. If you want to take this, topic to the next level, on a quantum physics level, we are now recognizing that every cell, every atom is vibrating, and it's vibrating at a certain level. Words are vibrations, okay? The words that come out of my mouth have not only an impact on the person that ears it reach, but it also has an impact on me. If I say things like I hate that other person, my body subconsciously picks up on that and is like, hate, yep, totally gonna hold hate in my heart. And maybe you're not at a place to really get this yet, and I understand this may be a little woohoo for some people, but if I only speak from a place of love for another person, if I only speak from a place of compassion for other people, my body holds that. Every cell of my body holds that. I want to be a being that vibrates love, compassion, empathy, understanding. I don't want to use words like I hate another person, because I will always be able to find a place of compassion for that person, even if they are so ignorant, even if they are so hateful. I get it, because in circumstances I can recognize how I've been ignorant and hateful. So again, I'll say it. It has nothing to do with crushing free speech. Free speech will always be there. You should be able to say whatever you want. But recognize how your words have impact not only on the other person, but on yourself. On a deep subconscious level, it has impact on yourself, and it would do you justice to learn from your ignorance, especially when another person voices their hurt. Don't dismiss it. It's real. It's valid. Then you might actually learn something if you're willing and open. And we as trans people, especially trans people, we do have a responsibility to protect ourselves by recognizing the pain that that other person is going through, and by choosing how we react to any hate or ignorance. I think that sums up everything I want to say based on the other video and the comments that I got there. So I love each and every single one of you. I hope you're having an amazing week. Stay awesome. Stay living in your truth. Stay living in your purpose. Stay living in you, because this is the only body that you got, the only life that you got for now, and it is beautiful. Make it a home on a beautiful physical, emotional, and spiritual level, in whatever way that looks like for you. I love you. Stay awesome. And all my social media is below.